All right, Shalom. This is your brother Shamar from the Phoenix Camp. And with that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in true sincerity. Jump right into lesson. This is Matthew 5 and 10. It said, Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is the reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So what does that tell you, man? They tell you that persecution is going to be part of the walk. Persecution is going to be part of your involvement with this truth. So as we mentioned earlier in other videos, we are targets, man. We are singled out. We are put on list. We are posing a threat because we speak the downfall of America according to the scriptures. So persecution is going to be a part of the walk for many brothers, man. But also you got to understand that with that persecution, there's going to be protection. The Lord's going to only allow to you, individual brother, to be persecuted to a certain extent, man, because the Lord's always going to be with that man no matter what happens. And I'm going to give a few scriptures that prove that point. This is a let's get 1 Peter 3 and 12. This is 1 Peter 3 and 12. And it says, For the eyes of the Most High are over the righteous. So those men that the Lord has called and chosen to do this work, his eyes are going to, his protection, his watch is going to be over them, man. And his ears are open unto their prayers. Not only is he going to be watchful over them, he's going to be attentive to them in the form of hearing the prayers. It says, but the face of the Most High is against them that do evil. So see that, man? And we go to verse 13 at the point, and who is he that will harm you? If you be followers of that which is Yahweh, which is good. So like, who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? But and if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, so there's going to be men that's going to have a persecution or suffering more than others, because that's just going to be their lot. But the Lord is still going to be with that man. Happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. So this fits perfectly with the times that we're living in, because we're living in the times of Revelation 12 and 12, of unrighteous decrees, of draconian laws, so on and so forth, man. We're living in a time of the persecution of the saints, and you got to understand those things, man. You got to understand the straight gate is going to get more narrow. You got to understand that the things are going to turn up, as you always bring out. Elder Tahar, he labeled this year the year of the turn up. So it's going to turn up in the form of them coming against us. And we saw a glimpse of that at camp yesterday. It wasn't really major, but it was through the spirit that I saw that these are going to turn up to that degree, because they sent a police car over to the camp, to ask what's going on, who's in charge, and basically just to know that their presence is there and watching us. So things are going to turn up, man, and those things like that, they're going to turn up. The powers that be, the authorities, so to speak, they're going to have a more watchful eye on the brothers that are out there doing this work, man. So as we about to go into this famine of the word, these things are most likely going to turn up, man. But let's get a few more scriptures. This is Proverbs 15 and 3. Proverbs 15 and 3, and it says, the eyes of the Most High are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. We normally do the verse 1. It says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And then when that police crew there came up, man, we didn't buck up. We didn't get speak. We didn't curse out. We didn't speak angry. We just answered the questions that they asked us. And they basically they didn't do nothing to us. They just told us just stay in the sidewalk, stay away from the building, just stay in the sidewalk, so to speak. So that's that scripture in effect right there. It says a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. It says the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. Because a fool doesn't think about what he says, he just blurts shit out, man. But the point of it is verse 3 right here. It says the eyes of the Most High are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So there's nothing that's being done without the watch, without the ear of the Most High being involved, man. So everything we do is present before Him. What you do in secret places is present before Him. You know, what you do in the open is present before Him. So there's nothing that you do that the Most High doesn't know what's going on. And there's nothing that happens to you that the Most High doesn't allow. So you got to have faith in those things when it comes down to it. Let's jump down to verse 8. It says, the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is His delight, man. So the Lord's going to hear the prayers of the upright. His ears are going to be attentive to the prayers of the upright, man. So we really have nothing to worry about. So not only those prayers are going to be heard, they're going to be responded to. So you got to have faith in that also. They're also going to be responded to, man. Because the Lord saved many men out of tight places. It's all throughout the scriptures, man. You know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is one of them. You know, Apostle Paul being put in prison. That's another one, man. And so on and so forth. When the Lord saved His men, He delivered His men out of tight places. Now they went to those things to build up their faith. You know, it doesn't mean that nothing bad ever happened to him, because bad things did happen to him, man. The persecution did happen to him, but at the end of the day, the Lord delivered them out of those things to show His power and to build up the faith of those men. So let's go back to 1 Peter 3 and 12. This is 1 Peter 3 and 12. And it says, for the eyes of the Lord are over the righteous, and the ears are open unto their prayers, but the face of the Lord is against them to evil. So the ears are open or attentive to the prayers of the righteous. Not only are they going to be attentive, they're going to be responded to in those times. And verse 13 is, who is he that will harm you if you be followers of that which is good, man? So let's get Proverbs 16 and 7 to go along with that. This is Proverbs 16 and 7, and it says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So going back to Proverbs 1 Peter 3 and 12, it says, who is he that will harm you? So if the Most High can make it so that his enemies don't even do nothing to you, man. Your enemies don't even do nothing to you. You know, when a man's ways please the Lord, he makes even his enemies to be at peace with him, man. So, hey, those things are going to happen, man. You know, we have full faith that the Lord's going to deliver us out of the situations and the persecutions that are coming. We know that there's going to be, we're not saying that the Lord's going to exclude us from persecution, exclude us from tribulation, exclude us from difficult times, but we know that the Lord is going to deliver us out of those situations, man, because what the scriptures say. So let's run that back again. It says, when a man's ways please his Lord, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. You see that? So we gotta have faith in scriptures like these, man. You know, we gotta have faith that the Most High is gonna come through for us when those difficult situations arise. Because He can make your enemies show favor to you. He can make your boss show favor to you. He can make people at work show favor to you. He can put you in a favorable position, you know, just for your benefit. Let's get Genesis 39:21 to prove that. This is Genesis 39 and 21. It says, but the Lord was with Joseph and showed him mercy. So let's just jump back to verse 20. Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison, a place where the king's prisoners were bound, and he was there in the prison. So Joseph was put in prison, man. He was persecuted. But we read down, but the Lord was with Joseph, and and showed him mercy and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison. And the keeper of the prison committed Joseph's hand all the that were in his prison. Whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. So the Lord made it so that the guard had favor on Joseph. So He put the spirit on that guard to show favor unto Joseph, to show mercy unto him. So the Lord can put you in a situation like that where you're in a prison, And he can make it so that the guards there show you a type of mercy and favor. You get that? So you gotta believe and trust in these things. If he did it before, he's going to do it again, man. Let's get Ecclesiastes 8:5, and we'll close it on that. I don't want to make it too long. It says Ecclesiastes 8:5. So whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerns both time and judgment. So the point of it is, whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing. You see that? The Lord's going to have a protection around the men that are doing this work, and these are the things that you got to meditate upon, when these times come, because the persecution is going to come, tribulation is going to come, and it's going to affect the men of the Lord. That's written in the scriptures. But what's also written in the scriptures that the Lord is going to be with those men and deliver them out of those situations. Some men are going to be martyrs, but even that itself is a deliverance, man. And you got to meditate and think about things about that. But with that being said, it's a real quick lesson. Most High will and hope was edifying. With that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wakakadash, Kahala Yahweh Bashim El Shai. Let's keep on pushing. Shalom.